Hello everyone, welcome to the walkthrough video of week 7, problem 2.3. Consider the drawing of the probability space as below. Here the blue-purple region is the set of event B, and the red-purple-orange region is the set of events R, and the yellow-orange region is the set of events Y. So these three circles represent the three events B, R, Y. And then we have this set of event P, which is this area, is a set of events both in B and R. And this area O is a set of events both in R and Y. So right now we have those separated areas. And then we need to calculate some of the probabilities. What is P of R, which is the probability that an event is from S is in R? So we are given the event is in S, which is this whole box. And we want to know what is the probability that it is in R. So recall that the definition of probability is event X is the number of outcomes for which X occurs divided by the number of total numbers of outcomes in the whole area. So in this case, so this absolute value is the so what it means is the number of outcomes. So from the hint, we know that we need to use the number of outcomes in R divided by S because we are given it as S. So we get our final answer, which is the number 2. And then what is the probability of R given Y? Still, we need to go to this hint about the possible outcomes. We are given in Y, which is this part. And we want to know what is the probability that it is also in R, which is this area. So we can know this area is the probability of O, which is also the intersection of R and Y. So we can go to the answers. This one is just O over Y, which is correct, and this one is R intersects with Y, which is also O over Y. So 2 and 3 are correct. Now, what is the probability of R given O? This one is a little tricky because if we're given O, we know it is inside this one. But O is a subpart of R, which means that if something is in O, then it must be in R. So the probability is actually 1, right? Or the other way of writing it is R intersects with O over O. Because R intersects with O is also O. So this one is also correct. Now part D. What is probability of the P of B union R union Y? So actually this one is a little tricky. The first thing we can use is the inclusion and exclusion formula. Because if we want to calculate B union with R union with Y, so we can just add those individual part and then subtract the intersection, because we know we will double count the intersection. If we use the inclusion and exclusion algorithm, it gives us 1. Because P is the intersection of B and R, and O is the intersection of R and Y. And there is no intersection between B and Y, so we can just ignore that part. The other way of doing it is to use extraction. So this symbol means something that is in X but is not in Y. So to avoid overcounting, we can divide this. We can divide it into 3 parts. The first part is this one. Right, we exclude the P. The second part is, sorry, let me check. Yeah, the second part is R, which is the red, which is the all of the red area, and the third part is Y, exclude O. So in this case, we got three areas that there is no intersection. So in this case, we can just add them up without dealing with the overcounting. So this gives us the final answer, which is 2. So both 1 and 2 are correct. Now let's deal with the final part. What is the probability of O given R union with Y? So still go to the graph. Probability of O given R union Y. So we are given this area, right? Like the two circles combined, and we want to know what is the what is the probability of this part. So still we need to like put what is given into the denominator, and put what we need to we want to get the probability into the numerator. So for the numerator, because we want to calculate the probability of O, so in the numerator it has to be O. And in the denominator, which is R union with Y, we can just calculate it by Y plus R and then minus the intersection, which is O. So this is just R union with Y. So in this approach, we get our final answer, which is 2. So this is the walkthrough video of problem 2.3.